Hello everybody, my name is Dominic Young, aka DJ Dom, and welcome to How to DJ, a beginner tutorial. This tutorial is for people who have no really idea how to DJ or what to do to get started in DJ and just want to get their foot in the door. Little intro to me, I've been a DJ for about 2.5 years now. Been doing countless events like tailgates, sorority dances, weddings, bars, clubs, the whole ordeal. Absolutely love it and have never looked back ever since getting into it. What you will learn in this course is just 3 things: basic equipment needed, how BPM and cue points work to make a transition, and then lastly, obviously, how to make that smooth transition. So the first step, obviously, is the equipment overview. This is everything that you will need in the course of learning how to DJ. So first, obviously, we have our mixer. Everything on this is how you mix the songs, how you edit each songs. And obviously next we have the Serato or Record Box, which is a DJ streaming service. What the streaming service allows you to do is be able to visually see all of your tracks, as well as being able to just have a place for your tracks to sit in. With having a streaming service, you obviously need the computer. That way you can visually see all the beat matching lines, all the cue points, BPMs, anything you need, and then headphones as well in order to be able to listen to the next track. This is the DJ board. Imagine a invisible line was drawn right down the middle of the board. Everything on the left side is track 1. Everything on the right side is track 2. In order to create a transition in this course, we're going to focus on 3 simple tools. The number 1, which is the play and pause button. The number 3, which is the jog wheel. The number 10, which is the BPM slider. And the number 13, which is the crossfader. So in order to just make your first mix, you need to understand BPM. BPM stands for beats per minute, which relates to how fast the track moves. You can't mix a song that has different BPM, or it's very hard to do so. So in order to make your first transition, we're going to learn how to switch the BPM. On the board, you'll notice the number 10. On the 10, you can slide up or down to make the track go faster or slower. When you want to match a song, you match it at the right BPM. Once you've done that, you're able to start your first transition. What many pro DJs use to create transitions are cue points on their songs, which relates to where and how they should be mixing in or out of the song. For example, on the right here, you have A, B, and C. In this case, A is marking where the vocals and the melody start. Anything before that is just drum and bass. So what they'll do is, on one track, you'll have the cue points B and C where you want to mix out. And on the second track, you'll have the beginning to where point A is. You'll match the beginning of that on top of the B to C. And during that, you'll move the crossfader all the way over to one side, and you've just created your first transition. Now, to really make sure you got the right steps for this, the first step is obviously load both tracks onto one deck and the other track onto the other. Make sure they're both at the same BPM and moving at the same speed. You'll start track 1, and as it moves, you'll line up track 2 where you want to bring it in. You press start, use the jog wheel to BPM match and make sure the lines are all matched up with each other. And then after that, use your crossfader to just slide over and create the transition. Now it's your turn. Feel free to try this out and see if you can complete your first transition. Some pro tips for you guys is try to tend to use songs that are within 5 to 10 BPM of each other. Makes mixing a lot easier. Certain songs are supposed to go a certain speed. Keep the volumes balanced and don't rush the mix. Let the music breathe and let the crowd feel your energy. Some common mistakes a lot of DJs tend to make, especially beginning, is your mix might sound offbeat, the tracks might clash, or it might be too loud. And those are easy fixes and something you will realize over time. Doing these will make your music sound better. So fixing things just like adjusting the jog wheel, checking the BPM, or making sure that your master or your lower gains are off or on. And the biggest thing is don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and really get into the state of DJing. Thank you for listening. If you want to tune into my music, feel free to reach out on Instagram at djdom_music or on SoundCloud at djdom. Thank you and for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.